There are different ways of stimulating our muscle more and more to maintain progressive overload and keep brewing, either muscle mass if we're training for hypertrophy or strength if we're training for strength. But with all instances equal, progressive overload is the overarching principle, and it can be achieved in three ways: by increasing the weight, by increasing the volume of training, that is increasing the amount of reps or the amount of sets or both, or by increasing the time under tension. Increasing the weight inevitably causes progressive overload to the muscle. However, it also causes more load to tendons and joints. And with that in mind, particularly for those of us 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, this might not be the safest way of implementing progressive overload principle. Increasing the number of reps also causes progressive overload. However, if instead of doing your 6 to 12 rep range sets, you end up with 15 to 20 rep range, this will shift the outcome from developing hypertrophy to developing endurance, and this way you will no longer be hitting your primary goal if your primary goal was hypertrophy. So bear that in mind if you want to use increasing reps per set as the tool for progressive overload. Increasing the number of sets is quite a good tool which gives you more volume with the same weight and without being out of your sweet spot for rep range for a given goal, albeit strength or hypertrophy. Finally, which is my favorite and I advise it to my clients as well, is increasing time under tension or time under load. This means performing the exercise, and particularly the negative phase of it, slowly. With that, even with the same weight reps and sets, you get your muscle much more load and more stimulus for growth and adaptation as compared to doing the exercise quickly. For those of us 40, 50, 60 and 70 plus, I strongly advise increased time under tension as primary strength training tool which combines progressive overload principle with a lower risk of injury. Feel free to check the video on 10 principles of resistance training for more basics and advanced tips.